Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. What we will do in this video is we will review for last 5 days how the stock is trading, what the volume looks like, what are the highs and lows. I got a lot of comments from the subscribers and viewers and friends and family asking about the deep in Zomedica and what to expect. Some people are worried about what could happen because some jumped in around 275 or $2.90 level in Zomedica Corp. Maybe like they just did not know about the stock because the stock is getting a lot more traction. People are talking a lot more about Zomedica and it is becoming one of the widely talked stocks. So I wanted to do the review of 5 weeks as to how Zomedica was trading. So that's the first thing we'll do. The second thing is I'll review the product once again a little bit and what the company is up to in terms of their product's true forma and what the product actually does. The third thing we'll talk about is one of the big catalysts that is coming up. So if you are new to this channel, if you haven't watched my previous videos, you can watch this video and get an idea about upcoming catalyst, the commercialization of their product and the launch, the company that is not revenue positive just yet, but it is looking pretty good in terms of company's upcoming quarter in Q2 and the revenue projections. So we'll talk about all those things. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence and research. We have been talking about Zomedica and it's a penny stock. Penny stocks are risky. You can make a lot of money, get a lot more in terms of in return on your investment in a very short period of time. On the flip side, you can lose them a lot. We are reviewing Zomedica since it was 60 to 70 cents level, and I'm invested personally in Zomedica below $1 level. I bought a couple of times and sold it, but I'm holding strong since I believe 90 cents or 95 cents. Since then the stock bumped up almost 3 times. It has been a great ride in Zomedica Corp. So I want to talk more and share more of my insights and research and analysis that I've done. Click the subscribe button to get timely updates on my videos. Click the like button because it takes me a while to do the research, share this video and do the analysis. So your like is very much appreciated. That helps me having to reach this video to more and more people. So click on the like button please and share this information with your friends and family. Now without further delay, let's take a look at Zomedica. So the stock was down about 3 to 4% on the last trading session. It is closed at $2.57. It started with $2.60 and it was almost sideways all day long between $2.60 and $2.40. 5-day chart though, people bought the stock around this high price point, around $2.80, $2.85 or 90 cents. So I understand there is some concerns around the price range because it dropped to all the way $2.15 and it had a little bit of tough time getting back up to $2.90. So we'll talk about some of the resistance and the level as well. But overall for 5 days, the stock had 13% upside. For 1 month, the stock looks pretty good, 154%. On this channel, when we started talking about the stock, we bought around this level somewhere here, and since there we were able to see continuous spike in terms of the stock price. So many people are asking whether I should buy or sell the stock. Once again, it's up to you based on your portfolio, based on your risk tolerance and where you are in terms of what type of return you want to get. So I wouldn't comment on your particular case, but to me, I'm still going to hold this stock at least until the commercialization, their product launch, because it looks pretty healthy in terms of the stock price because the company is going to make revenue in upcoming quarter. Now the company does not have revenue as I mentioned in Q3, Q2 or Q1. Cash on hand in Q3, 52 million. On top of that, they added more cash, and I'll talk about that in a bit as well. But looking at the company's product, their biggest product is True Forma that the company is trying to launch in Q1 2021, and it looks pretty promising. The company has been pretty transparent in terms of their progress. They launched this, they announced their timeline in Q4 2020, somewhere in late October or November, and they announced that they're targeting end of Q1 2021, March 31st, as their timeline to launch and commercialize this product. And since then, they have been pretty on the spot in terms of sharing information, in terms of their product pipeline, and in terms of their commercialization date. Now, TrueForma is a great product. It is transforming the vet diagnostics where it matters the most in their patient's life, and those are dogs and cats and the pets. Reference lab accuracy is now can be achieved at your hospital, introducing TrueForma, a biosensor platform that is designed to assist practitioner in the diagnosis of complex conditions, and it offers complete control over the testing process from start to finish with a high sensitive and specific situation that allows the vets to make clinical decisions faster. They begin treating the patient sooner, and they changed the site, and I've been looking at their site pretty much on a daily basis. They recently changed their website. Before that, I was able to also see that this product offers the diagnostic result as soon as 20 minutes, which means it is very convenient for their pet owners, and also for the vets that they are in the lab and at the same time they get the result and start performing the next actions in terms of pet's health. Now, this is going to be gold standard result available for point of care, and TrueForma is going to deliver the result based on the company that claims accurate and reliable data for the thyroid and adrenal diseases, and the performance metric can be determined by the specificity and sensitivity that were determined with the goal of meeting the exceeding standards for testing that can be found within the lab. This is also one of the revolutionary technology that the company is going to offer by the form of TrueForma. Take a look at the stock and doing the analysis. The volume has been on the low side consistently, which once again, which is not a bad thing, but I just wanted to mention, even though the volume was lower, the stock price went up, up, and up. If you take a look at the high, the stock has been making pretty good highs in terms of $2.01, $2.91. But after this point, it was not able to clear or go above $2.91, and I'll talk about the resistance as well, and we'll take a look at the chart. Now, after that, $2.60, but what we also noticed starting January 29, the stock has been making higher lows. So the low on January 29 was 90 cents and 95 cents, $1.02. It went all the way high up to $2.50 in terms of higher lows. And then the stock made another low that was not higher. And once again, we talked about this in the past video, but the stock cannot go higher and higher and higher all the time because of the nature of the penny stock and in general the stock market trading patterns and whatnot. But still, it's a very healthy condition. Looking at the volume was low. The volume was as low as 102 million on February 12th. Still, the stock did not go as low. If you take a look at the low, it was $2.35 and the high was $2.64. So it was a pretty narrow sort of the margin in terms of the stock price. But let's take a look at the chart. And if you take a look at the chart, I want to mention this part. So $2.60 area. Now let's take a look at the $2.60 area as well. Every single time it goes there, it has some resistance. Now here it was able to go to $2.64. There was a resistance, came back. Now it tried the final time when it was $2.50. If you take a look at the RSI was not really overbought. It was more of an oversold condition, I want to say. But then the stock spiked up, and if you take a look at right here, $2.74, the RSI spiked up so high, 84 cents. Once again, it's overbought condition that brought the stock back down to $2.57. Now $2.75 did not sustain, went once again and tried, but the stock did not sustain right there once again. Like, so $2.65 stock dropped really quickly. Now at that point the RSI was 24, which again shows the oversold condition, which helped the stock go back up to $2.63. So in my opinion, like $2.65 level is a pretty good resistance at that point for the stock. Now if you take a look at right here, the stock was closed only once about $2.65. Other than that, the stock had a pretty tough time going and staying above $2.60 level. And now once again, we are talking about only 5 days where the stock had a pretty big run up for a few days. Now looking at the original or chart, like 5-day chart, looking at, there are like some peaks and some valleys, but this is expected because if the stock goes up and up, it may not sustain and there will be some healthy profit booking. So for those who ask me those questions, what should we do if you bought it at $2.80? Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but looking at the catalyst that I'm going to share just now, there's a good chance that the company can run up next week or maybe by the end of March. Now, penny stocks, if you're looking for like a swing trade or a day trade, I'm not 100% sure, like, because I don't do day trade or swing trades. I usually do the analysis and invest in the company. Many times I do sell in a short period of time, but not thinking that I want to do like a short period of time and I want to sell a stock. But this ZOM is a good stock. Now, but one of the things that happened recently on February 11th was Zomedica Corp announced the closing of 173 million bought deal at the price of $1.90 per share, which brought company 173.5 million before deducting the discount and the commission and the expenses. So the company is sitting on a heavy cash, and the CEO announced, but before that, the original deal that the company announced was 25 million. The same day, after 3 or 4 hours, the company announced the increase in the original deal that they offered, and from 25 million they bumped up that price point to 173.5 million at the same price of $1.90 once again. Now at that point, the company has a lot of money to sit on. They have enough money that they can use in their product offering, product enhancement, doing the distribution channel, doing supply chain management, making sure that their marketing and the product efforts are spot on. And the CEO issued the letter in mid-January stating that the company has enough cash. So the company had a pretty healthy balance sheet. On the top of that, they had $40 million additional cash that they brought by January 15, 2021, and their cash and cash equivalents are now they were in excess of $90 million. So the company had enough cash and they had sufficient funds to operate at least up until 2023 with the $90 million cash. And on the top of that, the company did additional offering of 173.5 million, which is once again a big thing for a small company. It's a pretty good cash to operate, but the company can now efficiently manage their supply chain management, their devices offering, their distribution deal with Miller that they announced, and a lot of good things. So the company is all set up to launch. Hopefully they'll be able to launch their product on a defined timeline. If not, there might be a dip in the stock price as well. But those are the risks that if the company launches, it's going to be a strong momentum in terms of the stock price. If not, we'll have to wait for a little bit more. But I believe, looking at my finding from my research and analysis, that the company is in a pretty good shape to launch the product within their defined timeline, and which is a good thing. The CEO, when the CEO says that they have enough cash right in mid of January with 90 million, and now they have even more cash after the stock offering, and the company has a strong momentum in terms of their cash and balance sheet and cash equivalent within their balance sheet. I believe there is a good there's a pretty good chance that the stock price can maybe double from this point. It can go up to $5 level. Now once again, who knows? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not really a licensed certified professional. So do your own due diligence and research. I'm sharing my research analysis and the information that I find for my own investment purposes with you all, hoping that it will help you making informed financial decisions. If you haven't subscribed already, click on the subscribe button to get timely updates and future video on this channel. Also share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to click the like button because your like helps me a lot. It takes me a while to do the analysis, put this video up and share it with you all, so your help is greatly appreciated.